Triangle Emergency Center Orange present the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
Hello and welcome to another exciting night of Friday night football here in Texas. We are at the game of the week in Orange, and it's been a good one so far. LCM and Vidor, they're actually still playing.
Still playing, had a little delay at a couple games tonight, but we still got to play. That's all that matters. Not going to cancel anything. We're in action.
It's the game of the week. Let's take a look at the highlights. And this was a fantastic crowd on a pink out here. Battlin Bear Stadium picked things up here after we had about an hour delay. That is Weston Sepulvado making the moves, getting over midfield. Great pickup there for that Vidor slot T offense. Then how about Watson's going to take it in for the score, refusing to go down. That will get Vidor on the board. It's 7-0 after an extra point. But LCM, they would respond on the other end. Demarion Morris around the edge, and he's got himself a score. The kick, though, it was no good, so it's 7-6 Vidor at this point. More from the Pirate Express. Elisha Simmons picking up a big chunk of yardage before he is taken out of bounds. That will set things up for Lane Wilhelm. The big guy is going to just bury his way through the line for the score. 13-6 at this point, Vidor on top. Now they're discussing it. They're going to go for two. And check out this, Sepulvado. Looks like he's done, right? Right? Wrong. Look at the moves.
Wow.
Making everyone miss. One of the most exciting two-point conversions you'll ever see. 15-6. Vidor at that point. And as we go to look right now, we have 1:51 left on the clock. And unless something really crazy happens, Vidor is going to improve to 6-0.
Massive road win for the Pirates. They came in and stole the show. We'll keep it going in District 4A. Another great game. Huffman-Hargrave and
10-4A
Lumberton.
Division 1. This is going to be a fun
Huge
bracket.
playoff implications in all of these games. You know, Huffman-Hargrave had that ranking a week ago. We started off with Lumberton with the ball, though. Lucas Powell, he's got a little room to run. He's into the end zone, starting it off for the Raiders. And it'll be Lumberton again. They've got the ball. This time it's going to be the running back, Christian Sellers. Ball security, got to be careful. That ball gets free. Fumble on the ground, pig pile for it. Who's coming out? Tug of war. And it is going to be those black jerseys, so a big turnover there. We're still sticking with the Raiders. This time it's a throw downfield. It's going to be intercepted. So more turnovers in this game. Neither team able to extend a lead. Raiders going to get a chance to get the ball back. It's going to be Lucas Powell again under center. We saw him running earlier. This time he's going to be dropping back in the backfield to pass. He's looking deep to his left. He's airing it out. Cade Harmon is wide open down the sideline, picking up a huge chunk there. Finally gets tackled down. The Raiders are rolling again, starting to make something happen. We're just going back and forth in this one. It was an all-out slugfest. Now it's Huffman-Hargrave's turn. A quarterback draw, making a couple defenders miss. Nice stiff arm, and he's got some room to run right to the goal line. Is he getting in? No. He's tripped up just short. But Lucas Powell is going to try and finish this one off. The quarterback now for Lumberton, dropping back. He's looking deep. He's got Trey Kirsch over the middle. Kirsch is making a defender miss. He's trotting into the end zone. And the Raiders had the lead late in the fourth. We'll go to the final there and see exactly how this one finished up. They hang on to win it 24-16. Huffman dropping two straight. That hurts a little bit.
And that was the district favorite, Huffman. Okay,
Yeah.
So, you know, last week, they suffered their first loss of the year to these LCM Bears right here. So you're thinking, hey, big bounce back game. L-Train, they're starting to pick up some steam right now. They are still undefeated in district. And right now, after tonight, as the we're now
race.
under 140 here at the stadium, it looks like we're going to have Lumberton and Vidor tied for first. And guess what? If I remember right, they play in the final week of the season. So that could be a big district showdown right there.
Big one to look forward to, no doubt.
Now, speaking of big, how about Big Tex? He was at the game tonight over there in Huffman, and he caught up with the winning Raiders. Big Tex, you are now our Huffman Bureau. We're sending you out there all the time.
Yeah, guys. Hey, Big Tex got to see a pretty good football game here tonight. You know, it's never easy on the road here in Huffman. This is a tough Falcons team. However, Lumberton held their own tonight. They were able to hold off a furious Falcons rally there at the end and hold on to win 24-16. I caught up with Lumberton head coach James Reyes after the game.
Ron, you want to talk about the performance? Yeah, you know, we've been playing well defensively all year. We've only given up, the most we've given up this year is 28 points, which is a great job by our defensive staff, our defensive kids, Coach McDonald and the defensive staff put great game plans together. And, you know, they've kept us in games. And that's what they did tonight. They played hard all night, and that's what we ask our kids to do.
Coming on the road and getting a hard grade tonight, too. That's not easy, you know,
No.
big district game.
Right.
Y'all's district this year, it's looking
It
pretty
is.
tight. So
It is.
Every district win is critical.
Right, and every district is game, I think, will be.
Yeah, guys, Coach Reyes, he was glowing about his kids tonight. He said they're playing well at the right time. They had those two close losses there early in the season, one against Baytown Lee, the other against East Chambers. He said it's a 3 points separate them from being 7-0 right now as opposed to 5-2. But I'll tell y'all, Coach Reyes will take that 5-2 record as they've got a lot of momentum heading into next Friday night's huge district matchup. All these district games are huge against those LCM Battling Bears. But hey, Lumberton, again, great win tonight on the road in a hostile environment. They had some big defensive stops there before halftime, and at the end, they hold on tonight, again, 24-16 on the road over Huffman-Hargrave. Live in Huffman, James Grant, 409 Sports.
Always a great job out there, James. And, man, the Lumberton Raiders looking
Huge.
really, really good right now. And now, you know, later on, we're going to take a look at the highlights of Westbrook and Kingwood after the break. But this morning, something big was happening over there.
There was a huge celebration for Bryce Anderson, the Texas A&M commit, the pep rally, all for him because he was selected to the 2022 Under Armour All-America team. Family was there in support. The whole school showed out. Bryce gave a little speech. Here's what he had to say afterwards to the media.
It's a great honor to be recognized as one of the top players in the nation, you know, top 60 players in the nation. I give all glory to God, and thanks to all my family.
Congratulations, Bryce. That is definitely great. We're going to see highlights of Bryce and those Bruins a little bit later on. But there was another big game going on a little further down the road.
Yeah, take it down a district to 3A, East Chambers, playing host to Buna and the Cougars. See East Chambers Buccaneers there rolling out. They got the pink going, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and starting things off right away. How about the run here for East Chambers? Daylight ahead, high stepping it into the end zone, and chest bumps galore. Now we switch sides of the ball. It's going to be Buna's turn. Handoff this time to Jacob Johnson. He's getting to the outside, just getting outside the tackles, and he is going to be tough to bring down. Gets it past the 40-yard line there. So the Cougars were off and running. Now it's Dylan Graffino. He's making some players miss, finding some separation on the run across the body, downfield to Colt Thibodeau. Huge play there. Thibodeau getting him inside the red zone, and now it's Jacob Johnson's turn to finish this thing off. Right down to the one. You'd think he might score. Give it to him one more time, and he's sure to stuff it in. Johnson again there, getting it across the goal line. We go to the score there between the Cougars and the Buccaneers.
Wow.
Whoa, close one there, but the Buccaneers come from behind to win it. I have to think that's the final, or is that half?
That says
We had some
halftime right
delays.
there.
Don't get ahead of yourself there, Cam.
So let me just go ahead and take a quick update. I'm going to scroll through some scores. Right now, I can tell you it's in the fourth quarter, but East Chambers is winning it 35-28 right now. East Chambers up 35-28.
Still a one-score game.
Still definitely anybody's game at this point. And there were some other scores from that district. We'll take a look at them right now. Some other big games going on across Southeast Texas, and especially out of 10-3A Division I. Kirbyville upset by Hardin. The Hornets taking them down 22-8. And how about those Woodville Eagles? No mercy at Tarkington.
Yeah, that's a walloping there. 46-14. Have to think that one's all but done. And another, I mean, this one was a no-brainer in the picks. 61-6. Those Newton Eagles continue to be a favorite, really, for state.
Yeah, definitely by far. And then the Eagles are a team that has a chance to go into state. Warren is a program on the rise. It's going to take a while to get to where Newton is. But good job by both teams, but big time. The Eagles are the highest scoring team out of the 409, and they showed it tonight, flexing their muscles.
Yeah, that DeAnthony Gatson running attack is nothing to play with. We were out there for that game. The last person I'd want to be in front of is probably DeAnthony Gatson running with a full head of steam.
He's a big man, and he's got speed. Yeah. I would not get in his way at any time.
He's playing Division I football in a little bit for a reason.
Right now, you're hearing some chants in the background as the final seconds are going to run off the clock.
Man.
It is about to go final out here. 29-12. 29-12. Vidor has just defeated the LCM Battlin Bears, and they are still undefeated for the season.
I mean, we've seen some great crowds, but this Vidor Pirate crowd is unlike anyone I've seen so far this year. Every single play, they're involved in what's going on their feet, cheering. They traveled well, and they got exactly what they were looking for.
They definitely did, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up with head coach Jeff Matthews here in a moment after he, of course, celebrates with his team.
No doubt, yeah.
Vidor still off to that best start since 1964.
Yeah, that's got to feel pretty good, and I'm sure we'll have to let Coach Matthews know who I picked, who you picked. He'll get a chance to rub it in our face.
And I have an LCM pin just because they gave me one, so we're just going to hide that and not talk about that. But right now, it's time for our first timeout. As we go to the break, it's time to take a look at the 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week, the LCM Battlin Bear Marching Band.
Cheerleaders, and you're watching the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News. Yeah!
Sports Blitz, where it has just gone final. As we mentioned earlier, Vidor improving to 6-0 with a 29-12 win here at Battlin Bear Stadium.
Yeah, we got the fans walking back to the parking lot. Everybody's cheering on their Pirates.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge win. We talked about how close this district is right now. Saw what just happened over there. Huffman-Hargrave drops that game. So this is massive for the Pirates. They jump into first place.
Exactly, and it's all lining up to where it could be Lumberton and Vidor in the last week. Of course, there's a couple more games before them, but
One
it's
can
starting
hope.
to get a little interesting right there.
Hope.
I can tell you that. Now, earlier we mentioned that Bryce Anderson, he received his Under Armour All-American jersey. Well, his Bruins, they were in action tonight taking on the winless Kingwood Mustangs. So you got to think blowout win, right? Blowout win, right?
He's going to have some fun.
There you go, Mr. Anderson right there, getting loose before the game. The Texas A&M commit ready to go. Anderson is going to find Mr. Ashton Simmons. 54-yard gain, but he does not quite get to the end zone. He's taken down at the 20-yard line. Later on, Bruins with the ball again. And how about Jalen Jones? Afterburners.
Look out.
Initiated 88 yards to the house. The red flash takes it in. 7-0 Brook at this point. Kingwood, they would try to get something going themselves, but they would have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's up, it's good in the second quarter. 7-3 lead for Westbrook. Then it's Bryce Anderson. Nobody's going to catch this guy. That's world-class speed. He's in the end zone. 70-yard touchdown, and Westbrook takes a 14-3 lead over Kingwood. Gotta love it. Anderson again, faking the handoff. He takes it in himself for a 9-yard score, 21-10. Brooks starting to get into that groove at this point, not letting off the gas pedal. But here, Anderson maybe getting a little greedy. Throwing it deep and picked off. Great interception there by the quarterback out of Kingwood. But right now, they are in the fourth quarter. Westbrook leading Kingwood 21-10.
Man, Bryce, he said it today. He's just out there having fun in his senior year. We got some more action. Another state championship contender.
The Port Arthur Memorial Titans.
Don't get ahead of yourself here.
That's right. Hey, I think Port Arthur could be a state contender. They're taking on their rivals, if you will, the Beaumont United Timberwolves. Jonathan Martin going to drop the ball, gets it back, and he's got himself a big gain over midfield. Look at him refusing to go down. He is deep into Titan territory. But it was for nothing, because later on, he is going to be taken down in the backfield. Big time hit there by Jaden Fisher of the Titans. Great job there. Here comes Memorial with the ball now. Adrian Hayward, and look at that man split the defenders. He's into the end zone. Port Arthur starting to get things going. They got off to a little bit of a slow start in this one. United back with the ball. Martin to Mikkel Hawkless. And Hawkless is picking up a whole chunk of yardage before he is finally spun down to the turf. First down for the Timberwolves. Titans with the ball back. Sanders, looks like a beautiful run. Fantastic job. There was one problem on that play. You know what it was? Holding.
Holding, yeah.
Holding. So yes, it's coming back. But don't worry, we've gone to the scoreboard. Sanders would take it in, though, moments later, and they would go up 13-3, and they lead right now in the fourth quarter. Titan tempo all over those Timberwolves, 27-3.
I mean, good defense. To hold the Titans at 27 points is honestly pretty solid, but for the Timberwolves, you just got to find some offense at some point.
And, it's just not happening for them right now. They're going to drop to 1-3 in district, and unless they really get clicking in the last few weeks, it's just not going to happen for them. They're going to be sitting home for the postseason, and it's a shame because they got a ton of talent over there.
Yeah, and then on the other side of the ball, Port Arthur just continues to roll. They are a menacing threat, no doubt, headed towards the postseason, but we got some more action.
Well, that's right. Well, Sapphire, actually, Cervantes, she was standing by live out there.
She's got the action.
You're just trying to keep leaving her behind. Sapphire down there in Titan country, and she was there for all the action.
Yeah, guys, well, it's actually still going on right now. If you can see, we have 5 minutes left in the fourth, and it's 34-3. And Port Arthur is really taking care of business in the second half. In the first half, though, I don't know where they went. That weather delay must have really got to them because they didn't look like that 5-1 team that everyone's talking about that needs that state championship. I mean, things were not getting going for them, and Beaumont United's defense was just doing its job all in all. And no one expected that first half to go the way it did, and really not even me. I was taking notes earlier today, and I looked and I said, oh, well, this game just might be a blowout. Last year it was 20-0, and so I was like, oh, it's going to be a game where I'm going to have some great highlights of Port Arthur, but no. Beaumont United said, just kidding, Sapphire. We're going to actually hold our own on this field, and that they did. But then things started to get going in the third. There was an interception, and Port Arthur has just been taking it and taking it and taking it. So we're still waiting here for the final score for the end of the game, but it's going to be a good one. Port Arthur's probably going to take this one, and they're going to move to 6-1 in the season, and then 4-0 in district. But also, it's my first time in Port Arthur at a Port Arthur game. The band has been phenomenal. The cheerleaders amazing, and I also got a little snack here called pork hot cracklet. I think that's what it was called. And I tried it. It's amazing. I think I've been welcomed to Port Arthur. Hopefully, I don't speak too soon, this win, and, it is going to be great. So I'm over here at Memorial Stadium. I'm going to send it over back to you guys.
Appreciate it, Sapphire, and yeah, enjoy the cracklins. I mean, it's a great snack. You don't get it at every stadium, but hey, that's what Port Arthur's all about. And guess, hey,
low carbs.
That's right. It's good.
Huge.
And hey, we've got a third member of the team all of a sudden.
Absolutely.
It's an
Celebrity.
undefeated. We don't have to call us out. I mean, really? That's what you're gonna do? We're with the head coach of the undefeated Vidor Pirates,
How about that?
6-0. You're off to your best start since 1964, and just Jeff. I mean, you've been there 20-plus years. How's it feel?
Boy, that's awesome. I tell you what, I love the kids. What they lack in size, what they lack in speed, they make up for in character and heart. They're warriors. They're fun to coach.
Well, Coach, we knew it would be a slugfest in the trenches tonight. The defensive line there in the second half had some big plays to shut down that offense for LCM. Couldn't get anything going. What can you say about that?
Just impressive. When I watched them on film, they scared me to death. I still think they're the best offense we've seen. I think they're the best offense we'll see. I think they're really good. And for our defense to go in, if you told me we'd hold them to 12 points, I'd have said, I don't know. I think we're going to win, but I don't think they're going to hold them to 12. But they stepped up. They challenged Jordan Smith, dominated Jason Watson. Our safety stepped up and played well. Total team win.
Coach, this is where we have to admit and eat our crow.
He knows.
I still love you. I still love you, Ashley.
We both picked LCM.
Coach, you're on the road. I don't know. I thought you were up against it, but you proved
When
us
I
wrong.
walked up, I wanted to scare you.
Right.
But I didn't do it. If I'd have known that, I'd have scared you when I walked up. I didn't want to get you in trouble.
I appreciate it, Coach. Hey, enjoy that ride back to Vidor tonight.
Appreciate y'all. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate y'all.
Congratulations. They won tonight 29-12 over the LCM Battlin Bears, staying undefeated for the year.
Yep.
And he didn't beat us up, so that's a win.
Yeah, that's fair. Like you said, he's taller than us, but we still got the fans out here. They're cheering us on.
They're
happy
pumped,
about
yeah.
it.
People are yelling about State out here.
Yeah, State. They're saying we're ranked. They're getting ranked. They're
Hey,
fired
you know
up.
what? And I got to say it right now. Vidor is 6-0. Stop being afraid. It's time to rank the Vidor Pirates, put them in the top 10.
Yeah.
We don't have
It's only
anything to
fair.
do with those polls, but it's time to rank the Vidor Pirates in the top 10 in the state.
Especially when you get a big road win like this. I mean, this isn't easy to do. Like Coach said, you're going against a really tough LCM offense. I think it's time to show them some love. Get them a
Certainly
ranking.
is. Now, one team that is ranked in the state is in 4A Division II. You were trying to allude to them earlier, those West Orange Stark
Yeah,
Mustangs.
I was trying to get over to those highlights. West Orange Stark and Orangefield will take it there. It was in Orangefield, so West Orange on the road for this one. They got those pink jerseys going. All sorts of breast cancer awareness out at this game. We start with West Orange Stark on offense. Keyshawn Robinson, the sophomore quarterback, handing it off to Carrion Judge. He's getting outside the tackles. He's down the sideline. He is hitting turbo all the way down to the 20. Can they catch him? Finally, gonna drag him down by the jersey there, but not before he picks up a huge gain, and the fans for the Mustangs are loving it. Now inside the red zone, they go back to their tried and true Elijah Gales. He's splitting through the line. He's to the end zone. He's high-stepping in for the score. So West Orange Stark jumps up 6-0. Massive drive there at the start of the game, but now it's Orangefield's turn to try to make something happen. And we know Cameron Dishler, he has been a star all season long. He's taking the direct snap. He's rolling to his left. He is making defenders miss. Truck stick. You're trying to strip the ball, but he's going to make sure he hangs on to it there down inside the 20. And then to try to punch it in, they go to Hunter Ashworth. He's able to do it. Mustangs couldn't stop him, so that's going to tie things up. Orangefield, actually, they make the PAT. They go up 7-6. Students are loving it. We go to check out the score there. West Orange Stark up 14-7, but that is a close game. That could be a huge
And I believe
upset.
we have an update from. Let me update some
Okay,
scores
might
here
have
real
a little
quick.
more updated
It is
score.
now later in the third quarter. I heard West Orange had scored, and they did. They now lead that one 20-7. But still
opportunity.
that Orangefield defense is legit, holding the Mustangs to just 20 points at this point. They have one of the top defenses in the area, flexing their muscle again tonight. And you wonder if they can get a couple of big runs at the end. If this one goes,
Still
maybe
some time.
in overtime. There's
Still
still
some
time.
yeah.
Now, also in that district down the road in Silsbee, the Tigers, they were coming off a loss against West Orange Stark last week. Tigers taking on Bridge City, and there was a kick attempt right there. It was up and good. Now Bridge City with the ball. Quarterback's rolling out, looking for a man, looking and finding no one. That's
Nobody home.
incomplete. There was nobody there. The pressure from Silsbee just too much on that play. Then more from the Silsbee Tigers. Deep ball there, and it is going the other way. It looks like an
Whoa.
interception there for
Jump
the
ball.
Cardinals. Big time jump ball play there. Cardinals going to take over. BC. This one was a tighter game, at least at the beginning. I was keeping up with this earlier out through the night, trying to move the ball. Cardinals slinging it all around all night long. And as we go to the final, take a look here. Silsbee, they have defeated Bridge City, if we go to the final, 19-14. And then also Hampshire Finette picks up a big district win at Hardin-Jefferson, 34-7.
Continues to be a good season for Hampshire Finette there. And that's a close game for Silsbee and Bridge City. A little closer than expected, but we'll keep the highlights rolling. Going on down to Evadale. Hull Dicetta made the trip. And here's a trip being made by Dawson Victorian. He's taking it on this first play down the sideline, and my camera work gets a little fuzzy here, I'm sorry, but he did score on this play. So Victorian with a huge touchdown there for Hull Dicetta. Now we switch sides. Evadale's turn. They're airing it out. Ashton Shaw going downfield for Ethan Buford, and he's got nobody around him. Easy pitch and catch for the touchdown there. Now back the other way. Hull Dicetta's turn. They're trading blows, and again, it's Dawson Victorian, a big run, this time to the left. It's going to take a couple defenders to bring him down. They finally do. And they don't score on the play. It ends up to be the next play here. Ball is loose. You got to keep a close eye on it. Fumble. Evadale's going to jump on it, so the Rebels able to stop out a score there, and they get the ball back. So Jody Isbell is going to try to make something happen here as they go the other way. He's getting outside the tackles. He's making a few defenders miss. They're pulling on his jersey. They're trying to wrestle him down. They finally do, but not before he sets his team up in a good spot to try to go for the end zone. Ashton Shaw again. This time it's intercepted by Jeremiah Lofton. Massive play there to get the ball back for his team, but it was hard for Hull Dicetta to get anything going and get into the end zone. Evadale was all over him in this game. Another good run this time from Jody Isbell. He's in for the score. They're starting to run it up on him. They were running the ball. They were also airing it out, Ashley, downfield. A nice play this time for Ethan Buford. He makes a big catch there. And if it works, why not try it again? Another good pass down into the end zone. They put him on the one. Final play here. It's going to be a nice little quarterback run up the middle. And Evadale, again, we're all over Hull Dicetta. They win it 40-6. Just couldn't get anything going offensively for the Bobcats.
The Rebels definitely were clicking tonight. Another big win for them. They're going into a River Bowl showdown with the Deweyville Pirates. Other scores from tonight, Jasper taking on the #1 team in the states, defending should be national champions, defending state champions. Carthage, they knock off the Jasper Bulldogs tonight 28-0.
Continues to be an iron horse. Don't want to mess with Carthage and the Bulldogs. A couple other scores to take a look at. Blowout there. Coleman 54-6 over Crossroads, and
nothing coming in on West
weather.
Hardin and Kip Sunnyside. They had a delay early on. Some other scores from the 409 tonight. I believe I actually sent in the wrong score just a second ago. It was 68-45 instead of 68-47. I gave Texas Christian too many more points. I'm sorry. But yes, congratulations to the Warriors. Coach Mitchell Stevens always coming in clutch. When I send him a text during the show, the score is immediately coming in. Love that, Coach Stevens. Appreciate it, and congratulations. Also, saving. Okay, we just got this in my ear. West Hardin, they have defeated Kip Sunnyside 36-0.
Oh.
And I believe you picked Kip Sunnyside.
All right. Yeah, just let him know. Hey, in case you're wondering.
I let him know. Yeah, he picked Kip.
All right. Yeah.
36-0.
They put up
you
a goose
just
egg.
missed that one.
Come on, guys. Come on, Kip. And you better.
But that much.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm sure there was a lot of effort out there. I'm sure they gave it their best, but need some points on the board.
I support the Oilers myself. That's why I picked you, West Hardin.
Yeah.
Great job. Good job.
I'm new to this.
It's okay.
I'm a little new to the area. I'm still trying to figure out some of these teams.
Okay. Well, now it's time for
like
our next break as more Vidor fans are pouring out here. I think they're going to be celebrating this one for a while. Nice win over the Battlin Bears. We'll have more, including a recap of this game of the week, next on the 409 Sports Blitz. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We are here live in Orange, Battlin Bear Stadium for our game of the week, and it was a great one. We had a little bit of a delay, though.
I honestly kind of liked it because it gave that atmosphere. We had the fans coming out, a lot of people screaming and yelling, calling us names, telling us that the Pirates need to be ranked. I think they're right about that.
I believe they are. We've already got them ranked in our top 5. I would just like to point that out.
Yeah.
We have Vidor ranked in our top 5 teams in the area, but as we said, we believe it's time for Vidor to be ranked in the top 10 teams in the state.
Yeah, show them some love. I mean, to win on the road here was difficult to do. We know how difficult this district is. We just saw the highlights from over in Lumberton and Hargrave. I think it's time to show them the recognition they deserve.
Certainly is.
Someone's listening out there.
Let's see how it all went down, at least from the first half highlights. It was our 409 Sports Blitz Game of the Week, LCM and Vidor. And yes, it was a pink out in a packed house, standing room only in this place. Pick things up here, and Vidor's with the ball. Weston Cepovaldo, he is making his move to the outside, cuts back to the middle, finding some more yardage before he's finally taken down past the 50-yard line. Pirates now knocking on the door. Jason Watson kicking it in. There goes that man for the touchdown. Extra point would be good. Vidor takes a 7-0 lead over those Battlin Bears, but the Battlin Bears would battle right back. Damarian Morris, he's in for the score, but the extra point was no good, and you felt like that could come back to haunt them. Had some problems on the snap, so it was 7-6 the lead for Vidor. More from the Pirates. Elisha Simons. He's going to take it in for a big first down for the Pirates. Then, how about this? Lane Wilhelm. This is what that slot T Mafia can do. They just pound you and pound you and pound you until they get it in for the touchdown. LCM defense knows what's about to happen. It's a 2-point conversion try. Cepovaldo, this man was all over the place on this play, juking and jiving, moving and grooving. He's got himself a 2-point conversion in a 15-7 lead for the Vidor Pirates. And as we go to the final, they won it tonight, 29-12. Not
even just winning it, but yeah, commanding in the way they did it. Coach told us to hold the LCM offense to 12 points it's nothing to marvel. It's incredible stuff.
It's pretty impressive right now. Vidor making the statement because, you know, last week they kind of like heed and hauled with Spillendora a little bit before putting that game away. So, yeah, I was wrong. I picked LCM tonight thinking that they would have that big momentum at home. Coach Peevey's got these Battlin Bears rolling, and Jeff Matthews just says, "You're wrong."
Yeah.
And just embarrassed us.
And you're short. He told us we're
short.
short.
He told us we're short, too.
Yeah,
that's hurtful. I'm not quite 6 foot. I'm 5'11".
Yeah, I'm not 6 foot. So.
No, so it's okay. It's all right.
He's like 6'4", so.
It's just nice. I would just like to say it's not nice to bully people.
Yeah, looking down on us little people.
It's okay. It's all right, Coach. We will gladly catch up with you maybe in a couple of weeks when they're taking on those Lumberton Raiders.
I mean, I know you can't hope for teams to win or lose games, but I'm hoping that turns out to be the big kahuna at the end of district.
And if I remember right, last year we were in Lumberton, and that the winner of that game would get the final playoff spot. Now it could be for the district championship, and that would be exciting. Now it's time for another break here on the 409 Sports Blitz. Before we take that break, though, it's time
for the hit of the week. Buckle up the chin strap. We're going back to Westbrook. And yeah, we saw Bryce Anderson was having fun, but so was the defense. Look out for Christian Pugh.
Whoa!
Sweeping the legs, front flip on the play. That'll make you dizzy right there. The 409 Sports hit of the week.
That was a little Cobra Kai action.
Yeah, a little karate action.
We'll have more coming up after the break. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz here at Battlin Bear Stadium. As we said multiple times, Vidor defeating the LCM Battlin Bears 29-12. Big win for them. Speaking of another bear, if you will, how about the Bruins of Westbrook? Took care. You were like, where are you going with this? I could see it in your eyes.
Like Bruins.
Bruin is a bear.
Yeah.
Bear.
Well,
Bruins.
I know. I'm Boston Bruins. I don't know.
There you go.
My head's. I'm thinking of different Bruins.
It's okay.
There's a lot of different Bruins.
There's a lot of Bruins. There's another Boston team losing tonight. We'll talk more about that later.
Gosh,
But anyways,
had to say it.
Letitia Cahay, she was down over at BISD Memorial Stadium like she is every Friday. That is her home, and she is there tonight with those Westbrook Bruins who are taking care of business. Letitia, you're the good luck charm.
I am. But wow, what a game. This game was so crazy. It literally just finished 2 minutes ago because of the rain delay earlier. Final score 21-18. Now, Westbrook definitely came in as a favorite, coming in 4-2. Kingwood coming in 0-7. So think about that. And Kingwood, though, definitely showed up tonight and tried to give them a run for their money. It was absolutely insane, okay? I mean, but let's talk about the Bryce Anderson. He was actually received his Under Armour All-American jersey today, and he showed why. He showed out tonight. He led his team to this victory. He got it done, giving dimes out to players, getting everybody involved, getting it done on his own, taking the ball, and he had a 9-yard touchdown run. He had like a 54-yard pass at one time today. It was incredible to watch this offense play so well. I will say it was not an extremely clean game. There were a lot of penalties. There were 2 15-yard penalties back to back. There were some 5-yard penalties here and there. So let's just say, if they were to clean this game up, it may not have been as close of a game, but either way it goes, Kingwood showed up, but Westbrook did prevail tonight. And they're still celebrating. I don't know if you can hear that. The team is coming behind me. It is insane, guys.
All right, great job, Letitia. Great job. Always out there with those Westbrook Bruins. And, yeah, they are pumped up right now. Great win for them. But, hey, they're going to have to clean a lot up because, as you said, Kingwood was winless.
Yeah, that's never good to see a team like that come back on you. And a 3-point game, but, yeah, they got some weapons. Like you said, they just need to clean some stuff up. They do have the weapons to make a run in the playoffs.
They certainly do.
Got to clean up the defense.
But right now it's time for another timeout, and it's time for the 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
And the Play of the Week comes from the Game of the Week. The 2-point conversion here from Vidor that really kind of put all the momentum on their side. That's Weston Cepivaldo. All the moves tonight, all the right moves. He's in for the score. That is our 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. It's time to take a peek at week 9 of the high school football season. And we got us some good matchups to talk about.
Starting to head down the stretch. It's getting close to playoff times. A couple weeks left of the regular season. Port Neches Groves against Crosby. You were talking about it. Those PNG Indians starting to get back to their old ways.
That's right. LCM, they're going to have to try to bounce back. That's going to be a tough game. They'll go into Raider Stadium to take on Lumberton.
And we have Orange Field and Bridge City.
That's the Bayou Bowl. That's a rivalry game right there.
Yeah, might have a favorite in that one.
You think so?
A little bit of one.
Leaning towards Bridge City, right?
No, not like no, not in this one. You can't get me this time.
All right, we'll talk about that later. Then also, Silsbee and Hampshire Finette, they're going to be meeting next week. That's going to be a great game as well. So definitely some good games coming up here in week 9, including East Chambers going to Kirbyville and that River Bowl.
The River Bowl. They were talking about that in Evadale tonight. They said they're wearing black for the funeral.
Deweyville. Wearing black for the funeral.
That's what they said. We'll be in all black for the funeral.
Wow, you gotta love it. Well, that's gonna do it for week 8 here of high school football season and another week of the 409 Sports Blitz. We're gonna say goodbye with the 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week, the LCM Battlin Bear Marching Band.